Welcome back, y'all, to Two Sides, One Love podcast. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Cecile.
And we are your favorite mother daughter duo. This podcast is about bridging the gap between laughter and love. So let's get into everybody's weeks. How's everybody doing? We're doing okay. This will be coming out after this
alleged snowstorm in
terrible snowstorm that is supposed to happen. We've heard, I think up north has heard it could be 2 inches to 16 inches of snow. So nobody really knows what's gonna happen. We do hope if you're up north that you are safe. And we'll see if we'll get any snow in Atlanta. Probably not.
We probably get a little ice.
But we'll see. So how was your week, Molly?
My week was straight. It's pretty fine. Life was lifing, work demanding, and did my little Pilates thing, and by the grace of God, thank God I'm here.
My week was pretty good. Finally started my footing with the work. I had therapy, which went great. I told her about this podcast. She said she'll watch it, but she said she won't give any notes. She'll just watch for entertainment purposes. Because I told her you can probably match things to what I say or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else I did? Oh, I had class. For you all that do not know, I'm in a master's program, so I work full time and go to school and do this now. So very, very busy. That's all we got. So what I forgot to talk about in the first episode, since it's the beginning of the year, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I stopped making resolutions quite a few years ago. I just decided that I would fine tune whatever I've been trying to do probably for the last 10 years.
Aren't we all?
But the resolution thing is a little old, and I just decided to fine tune, approach whatever I wanted to achieve differently, or with, a different strategy, or, tweaking strategy towards my end game. So that's where I'm at this point.
Do you have any one big goal you want to reach by the end of the year?
I definitely want to really actively work on volunteering in an effort that feeds my soul. So, in other words, do something, volunteer my time and my passion towards something that feeds me. So that's my game. That's my end game for this year, 2026.
I usually do have resolutions. I even make a little bingo card. But this year I didn't really have tangible goal setting marks for resolutions, so I didn't make a bingo card. But my biggest thing that I want to implement and stay with is consistency and discipline in everything that I'm doing. So it's not really about a specific target, but just remaining consistent and disciplined in the things that I wish to. Whether that's gym, school, work, this podcast, make sure we're filming, putting it out. Just remaining, I don't have a goal of I want this many subscribers or anything like that. It's just remaining consistent and having discipline. So that is probably my biggest New Year's resolution. So I want to talk about it. It's the beginning of the year. We're still in the first quarter. It's the time.
Mm-hmm. Tweak it, do it. It's about pretty much getting things on a schedule that works for you. That's workable. You have a number of things like school, gym, work, this, and it can get overwhelming, but you just have to, in my experience, breathe and just calendar. You're good at that, calendaring stuff, and a lot of times doing stuff when you don't feel like doing it. That's the biggest part. Learning to do stuff even when you don't feel like doing it sometimes. That's the discipline piece. So I think that's everybody's biggest issue.
The gym is probably the one puzzle piece that I'm trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything I've been operating very well since the year started on all other fronts. So that is probably my main piece in trying to get that to be consistent and have this.
And the gym is really hard between January and March in my experience. Just saying. It's dark, it's cold. you know.
Girl, I wasn't going summer. I wasn't going spring. I wasn't going so it ain't really.
Well, I'd say
It's
you
not.
have a better chance.
It's not about. It ain't
when
about the
spring be
season.
springing. You
It's
know?
not about the seasons. It's just about doing it.
But you have to do it when you're in the trenches, and it's almost forcing yourself to do it, and it's hard.
Yeah. So, moving on to pop culture, there was quite a few things. So, we have about 3 different topics that we're going to talk about. So, it is 2026. So, everybody has been doing their 2016 throwbacks because it's 10 years since 2016. And I'm sure you're not aware, but to all Gen Zers and millennials, we feel like 2016 was like the last great year. Coincidentally, that's before Trump became president. So yes, since it was before Trump's presidency, we all feel like that was the last good year.
BT.
Yeah, it was. Yes, literally, BT will go down in history books. Seriously. So yes, everybody feels that was like just like the last. It just felt like summer was fresh. Like it just felt amazing. So everybody's been doing 10-year throwback pictures, talking about the music that was popular during that time, all kinds of stuff. So I posted a little story that was like pictures of me in 2016. I was 15, so pictures of me then. I still had my glasses, my Gap, all the things. But it was super cute. I had a better body.
You have braces yet?
No,
no braces yet.
I got braces in 2018.
18. Okay.
So what I wanted to ask you about, am I exactly where you thought I would be 10 years later?
Oh, most definitely. Your projector is quite clear from probably 2003. Yes, she always had a plan, and she always executed it, and she was always passionate and very single-minded about her plan. So, almost definitely, you are exactly where I thought you would be. I didn't, I, in my experience, you don't have these preset things with your children per se, but
sometimes it's hard not to.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it with you because you probably had a better plan than I did half the time. So, there was no need. But yes,
I've always been very decisive and like I guess my next moves and what I want.
And always had a plan.
Yeah.
And when she don't want plan, she's on to the next plan. So she never, eased up. So I never even thought about that. I just knew that you would be in a place of upward projection, whatever it was. And I had faith that you would always choose the right way.
So that's overarching, more granular. Did you think I'd be pursuing this type of schooling? Did you think I'd have this type of job that I have currently? Like,
of course, I didn't foresee this job because you fell into this through all kind of different circumstances,
or even the industry.
No, the industry does not surprise me.
Okay.
And the fact that you're doing an MBA did not surprise me at all. I always saw that as being part of your passion. You had, the whole foster kids thing, the public service mixed in with all of it. I just definitely saw you.
Had a lot of volunteer hours in.
Yes, yes. And she was passionate about specifically the foster care system and all that it entails. So yeah, I did see you doing this.
Is there anything you're surprised about 10 years later?
What's my surprise?
Okay, if you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not. Look at God. God is good.
Do you feel like you're different from 10 years ago? Possibly,
I'm different from. I think I evolve every couple of years.
So 10 years ago, you were in 52.
Yes.
I do think you are getting better with age. I do think that.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, I mean, 10 years ago, I was, a year and a half, two outside of a 15-year marriage. I was taking care of my mother, trying to navigate your life to, guide you as much as I could. Um, yeah, I was busy. It was hectic. I look back at it and sometimes I wonder how I did all of it. But I did. And yeah, it was a very trying time, but I made it through. It definitely made me stronger. It made me more assured. And I evolved. I think I've evolved since then.
I told you, I think
I'm
you're
more
getting
at
better with time.
peace. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm more at peace.
Personality wise, looks wise, I think you're
Oh Lord,
better with time.
I'm just
That's
more
not
at
even a
peace.
knock.
Yeah, I
I think
know.
that's
I'm more at peace with life and my feelings, and I acknowledge me. I'm kinder to me. I think.
You're still working on it though.
Working on it, and I don't care a lot about a lot anymore that I don't control.
Mhm.
I care about the controllables, and the rest of it I leave to God, and I really release it, and that's so freeing.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? You'll be 72, which seems so crazy.
It seems absolutely crazy. Hopefully, I'll have grandchildren.
I hope you have them too. I want them. So
It's scary because I know my heart is just would be just so full, and I'll be a fool, and I will definitely need guidance. But I look forward to that. I kind of look forward to that. I want it to be right, and I want the timing to be right. I want my children to be in the right relationships where this is really a joy for them too.
Yeah, I
Because
still think you'll take it.
yeah, but ultimately, I want my children to be happy and at peace because that's all a parent ever really wants. And I just pray for that, and I'm here for the support.
In 10 years, you should have it. I'll be 35. Yeah, there's no way.
You be popping on something.
There's
somewhere
actually,
somehow.
If life goes how I want it to, I'll be done. And you'll have
There you go.
by 35.
Oh, 3. I love how she has the exact number too. But
yes. Ideally, if my body, agrees with said process,
oh Lord.
Because sometimes body does not agree with pregnancy.
Let me tell you, boy, it's trying.
I would like 3 children. Yes.
Okay.
And I would like to be done by 35. Okay. I want to be done by 35.
So I guess I'll be very busy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna be on the payroll.
Has plans for me.
She's gonna be on the payroll.
I'll be too. Let me tell you, she gonna work the crap out of me.
We know my dream is to have you live with me anyway. So.
Yeah, about that. No.
So another piggyback off of family, the Beckham family has been in the news about the relationship with their eldest son, Brooklyn. And it had been rumored for months that there was issues and tension, but neither side had confirmed. But he recently did on his Instagram, yes, saying that there has been issues, that his parents only care about their image and fame, and basically everything is for the cameras. And that they have treated his wife poorly is also another thing that he was speaking of. And I'm sure most of this came to a head when she was introduced to the picture. As a lot of times those things happen that way. What do you think about the situation? Well,
as we always say, there's 3 sides to every story, but nothing comes from nothing. So obviously, your child may bring someone into. I get the impression, I don't know these people, that they're very stoic, and they're like a certain kind of person to be.
They're British.
Yeah, in their realm. They're used to being famous. They're used to, this picture of perfection. And so you may bring somebody in that it just doesn't gel at the time. And if the parents are not willing to make an effort to let their child have their life, this can happen. I mean, this has been happening from the beginning of time.
I think the issue was more so than them not gelling. It was like they were purposely doing things to harm their relationship. Like he listed, Victoria has a clothing line. She's a designer. She was supposed to make the wedding dress. Then she dropped out of doing that
at the last minute.
Yes. And then when it was his father's birthday, they said he could come, but not his wife.
That's a direct hit.
Yeah. He said his brothers have blocked him.
So the other siblings are on the parents' side.
I don't know if they're on the parents' side or they live with their parents.
Yeah, but okay.
Sometimes like things get money controls a lot. So
it does.
I don't know. So I don't know if it's them having an actual issue with their brother or if it's just more so we got to do what we got. Reconforming
because this finances our life. She looks like she could be very calculating.
For sure. Which you have to be to some degree with how big their family is. Yeah. Victoria and David Beckham were like England's couple. Like
outside of the royal family. Yeah. They were the next royal family.
So he just got knighted the other. Like that is real. So you do have to be calculated to some degree because there is things attached to their name. So there is a part of you that can't be trusting to everything.
But no, they have not come out in and answered.
I think David did an interview. I will be honest, I did not watch it. I don't know if he did an interview about it or if he was doing an interview and they asked him like a couple of questions about it. I think he said something along the lines of, sometimes kids make mistakes or something of that nature. I think was a quote that was taken from.
I guess they probably wanted to be a part of the picking process of his partner.
I mean, maybe, she's American. Sometimes people feel some type of way about that.
That has a lot to do with it. I mean...
And they have money.
And in their minds, they're royalty. I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
They are royalty to a certain extent.
And that they've awarded their children a certain lifestyle. So we get to maybe have a certain opinion.
Exactly. And hence why, Prince Charles married Lady Diana, even though he was in love with the woman he married many years later.
Or vice versa, Harry with Meghan.
The same thing.
So
there are many examples within the British Empire that this is what happens.
Yes.
If you do not choose who they like. And I really hope, for his sake, that they sort it out.
I do too, because the siblings, even in particular, like he's the eldest of their siblings. He has two brothers and a little sister. And usually things are more apparent than them actually having issues. So I do hope for their sake it works out and it's not, because it's a long life left to have tension forever. Like Brooklyn's, I think, 2 years older than me. Like it's a lot of life left, and you're married and your parents, like it's a lot of life left. So hopefully things can get figured
out. It's just important for everybody to work towards reconciliation, other than trying to prove that they are right or hurt. And sometimes young people don't know how to do that.
I think the issue, according to him, he has been making efforts with his parents. Like for instance, even bar some of the things his parents have done, going to England to celebrate his father's birthday. But then when they get there, they say his wife can't come.
Yeah, that is
so it's like
particularly hurtful.
Even though I didn't really,
she's not a Vega.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You may so not it's like, care for her,
even though particularly we didn't necessarily want to be here, but we're trying to do an olive branch. It's still not what they want.
Yeah, and in my experience, British people can be very stoic, very stubborn, and very cold. And
you know what usually breaks this up. It didn't for the royals, but that's for a different issue.
What, having kids?
Every time.
And again, sometimes it depends on the grandparents because people don't take it for granted that every grandparent.
Don't take it for granted, but it is usually something. When
they have grandchildren.
I do think though. Yeah. Grandchildren are usually something that makes people be like, okay, I'm going to try because I want to see my grandchild, so I have to get along with this.
Whatever they do, I hope nobody says or does anything that will
make it irreparable.
Because I am here to tell you, life is short.
It's short and it's long. Like you still have so much time with it.
And
it'd be very miserable.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It never is. You look back and you're like, why were we so
to have such a strange
hard-handed?
I would hate to have such a strange relationship with all of my immediate family.
Yeah. And guess what? We all know we're not crazy about a lot of our family members. That's just a fact.
Like, you don't want to be...
But being estranged and there be hatefulness and... Yeah, no, not my thing.
And prior to this look into their family life, it didn't come across that way. Like their family seemed
Well,
close knit.
you know, we all know that.
I mean, yeah, but
people put through the best.
I mean, of course, I mean, what you're supposed to do that. We don't need to know your infighting.
But clearly, there was some level of cohesiveness, or he would not be so hurt.
Yeah,
that
I think the biggest thing was
they're rejecting him.
The same way grandkids sometimes bring reconciliation, sometimes marriages bring the spotlight to some issues that maybe you went along with because you're just living your life. But then somebody now maybe brings your attention to something, or you love somebody and now they're treating them poorly. Like sometimes it can exacerbate. It can. Or maybe already underlying.
An existing underlying problem, and the British are known for the, stiff upper lip.
Yeah.
Sweep it under the carpet till there's a bulge kind of issue. So I really hope they sort it out, because with all the fame in the world, at the end of the day, that peace and that joy and that love with your children is the ultimate. Yeah.
So switching gears a little bit, the last pop culture topic I have is: have you seen the Drewski church skit?
No. I think I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
So he did a skit which is basically making fun of mega church pastors.
Right.
He even wore an outfit that one of the mega church pastors has worn while preaching, and it was a Christian Dior blazer.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
With red Louboutins. And it was hilarious. And of course, the church does not like jokes about them.
Well,
so they have been up in arms about his skit.
That'll be fine.
A lot of preachers have been preaching about it and trying to spin it to their view.
Sounds like a Heath Hollis situation.
Very much so.
Okay.
And a lot of people are trying to conflate the issue and saying, he's making fun of God. Da, 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 da. No, he's making fun of pastors and people who think that they are God and that they are not. And like sometimes you are more loyal to the man than you are the actual man above. Like you're more loyal to the pastor who you need help with your rent, but he has a Christian Dior jacket on. But they want you to keep tithing to the church.
Tithing to their to get their upgraded airplane.
Yes.
For the first time.
So he was bringing light to their apartment, and it was hilarious. First of all, it was a very high production skit.
Oh, really?
Like it looked like it could be on
have to look at that.
television. And his skits just keep getting better and better and better and better.
Really?
Yes.
Definitely.
It was so well done. And I think that is a lot of people's experience with the church, is the hypocrisy that they deal with, which is why a lot of people have church trauma or church hurt, is due to the members or their leader in their church. Especially in Black community, even though they still might go, but it can be a traumatic experience for some, or especially when they leave their home, they stop going, and then maybe they re-find God with like their own relationship and their own ideas and such. But
I've never been a mega church fan.
No.
I like my religious time to be definitely on a calmer key, a calm environment. All that extraness just doesn't work for me personally. Yeah. I don't like to be shuttled to the church from a parking lot. I just like more intimate religious experience.
I don't even mind. I want a mixture, because
I do too.
Because I do love a church with a pew, but I also I want y'all to have good video. I want y'all to have Zelle. I want you to have a choir that really sings. There are things. So if we could. There's a middle ground.
The sermon meets the needs of everybody's lives, everyday lives.
So there's a part of New Age churches that are good because we have to keep up with the times and where we're going.
It's relatable, yeah.
And yes, knowing what is going on in pop culture, in the zeitgeist. When you have pastors, they don't even know how to look in this phone on social media. And it's like you're not reaching the youth, you're not reaching Like you have to be able, because if you can tie in a sermon with something that has been trending, talking about
that is the key.
that is what makes people listen. It also makes it sticks because I can understand what you're saying.
It relates to my life.
So I think we gotta find a balance. I think people need to be able to take criticism about church. It's okay. That doesn't mean we're criticizing God.
No, I mean, I go to a traditional Episcopalian church, and even at my age, I am like, okay, guys, we gotta, we gotta pipe it up a little bit. Let it be more relatable. Let it be more, and that's why we're losing the youth.
Music.
We're losing the youth in the church because, we're still sticking to the 1950 format of religion within the Episcopalian Church.
And like I love a good hymn, but also
we can type it up. Yeah, we can type it up. We can have sermons that relate to people's everyday family life.
Yes.
And that a pastor can pull it in the religious format, mix it with what we deal with on an everyday basis, and give us the coping mechanisms or religious coping mechanisms for dealing with life when we leave church. And that's what we're missing right now is the traditional Baptist, the traditional Episcopalian, the traditional whatever it is, Methodist, Catholic, and so on and so forth. So that's definitely something that,
you know how life is usually, if we could blend the two ideas together, that would be ideal, but life is hardly ever ideal.
Yeah,
so.
It hardly is. And traditional religion, they're very opposed to change.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So
for the next segment, we're going to do another AITA, which is Am I the A-hole? And this one is really lengthy, so I'm trying to summarize it because it's very long. So it says, AITA, am I the a-hole for not sharing my achievements with my family because I've been the easy kid without problems who's easy to overlook and I want them to take interest. He is 16 male, the youngest in his family. He has an older brother, Shane, and two older sisters, Elle and Darcy. Shane is 22, Elle is 19, Darcy's 18. His older sister has autism and developmental delays and requires a ton of extra attention. Shane was a star. He was the oldest. He was really gifted academically, but eventually he ended up becoming mentally ill. So he spent some time in treatment, and obviously his parents have been worried about him, maybe ending his life.
Wow.
So then the attention he needed became greater. So he said through all of it, he's just been the easy child. No special needs, no illness, nothing that required more attention than they had. He said, even though I'm hurt, I'm not really angry. I used to try and get some attention for myself, but my parents just couldn't, and my siblings had their own stuff. But even before Shane got sick, his focus was more on helping his parents with their sisters, never about spending time with him as like a brother. So he said, I feel like I slipped through the cracks, and I was easy to forget and overlook. So he said he just kept his head down, spent a lot of time at his best friend's house. His parents took him to a free dance class, and he enjoyed it, and he wanted to get classes, but he didn't want to ask his parents because he knew his parents just didn't have the capacity for him to do that. And I'm sure other treatments were expensive and such. So he went to his grandparents, and his grandparents first asked him to ask his parents for the to get him the classes. He said he caught them on a bad day, he guesses, and his grandparents ended up paying for the dance classes. And he ended up winning an award. And he said it wasn't anything huge, but he said his parents found out about it on like social media.
Wow.
And his mom asked him, how long have you been dancing? Why didn't you tell us?
They didn't even know that.
Yeah. And then his parents told his older brother, and the three of them asked him, why did you keep it from us? And he said, I told them, like, I feel like y'all just overlook me, and due to everybody else's issues. And he said he knew it wasn't their fault, but it still hurt that they were
Two things can be
yeah.
true. Mm-hmm.
So he said he brought up times when he was younger that he would look for attention, but nobody was able to give it to him. So he said he just stopped doing it.
Asking him.
So he said he just didn't tell them that he was doing these dance classes, and they were pretty angry with him. They said if he really understood them, he would have told them that's what he was doing. He said his dad said they did their best and parents weren't perfect, and all I had to do was speak up until I got them on a better day or moment. He said it frustrated me, but I know they're frustrated and angry too. Is he the a-hole?
I don't think anybody's an a-hole in that situation.
No.
That's just a young child overwhelmed by the extra needs of his siblings, and you try and you realize that your parents are probably exhausted, and your attention is shifted to the various problems that your siblings present. And he's young, inexperienced, somewhat afraid, feeling neglected, all of these different feelings. And the parents are so glad that maybe he doesn't have a problem.
I mean, for sure.
Because they are just absorbed with the very severe problems with other siblings. It's just one of those unfortunate things, and you just hope that someone, either the grandparents or the parents, can step back and look and say, okay, let's repair this now.
That's the only critique I have.
Yeah, let's acknowledge that,
that now that he has brought it to your attention,
yeah,
and
right,
given examples.
Right. First of all, thank you, son, for being the one without a problem. And we definitely acknowledge, all children ever need is for you to acknowledge that
you
I should have, I could have,
yeah.
And I want you to know. It's all, not only children, anybody really needs. And sometimes parents have to get out of this dogmatic thinking of, well, you should have, and I'm the parent, and just take it down.
And just try to do better moving forward. Because currently he's 16.
He's young.
So there's still
there's a lot of time for it, yeah.
So if they can make a conscious effort going forward,
yes.
that'd be very beneficial.
I understand how the parents got caught up in all of these other things. But we've got to.
At the end of the day, you still do have. Mm-hmm. He is still one of your children.
Oh yeah.
So.
And you're grateful for him.
Yeah.
And you want.
So somehow, some way, you gotta figure it out.
Again, parenting, the hardest job in the world, especially if you want to do it right. And every child is different. Every situation is different. There's just no book, because trust and believe, every family situation and dynamic will be different than the next.
This kind of reminds me of, Married to Medicine with Dr. Mimi and their children. And you can see that she's very aware of making sure her son's issues do not overtake her daughter.
Right. So she makes time. The daughter has time.
And she doesn't have to worry about the brother. And it's just like her daughter can have her time. So she even says sometimes they let her go to her grandparents' house. So she just has her time to where she's not worried about the brother and like his energy.
Because the brother has special needs that he takes more time, he takes more attention he requires it. And
he's also a child, which means impulse control is usually low for children anyway, let alone somebody with autism. So he's also dealing with, like she said, she's had to replace many TVs from people due to certain play dates and stuff. So it's like that is also behavior that can be a lot as the sibling.
Yes, it definitely affects the sibling more than anything else.
I think them having children in like more of today's world and
she's a profession. She's a therapist. So she has a leg
very aware of like yes, this is a dynamic she'll have to deal with, but like she shouldn't have to deal with it all the time in every situation. Like it is okay if she has her one friend and she goes out with that, but like we don't have to do everything.
You have to be cognizant of that.
Even when they don't have,
even they don't have a special thing. Older kids need their time. Younger kids, and then you tend to facilitate things a lot of times for the younger kids and the older. Like back in the day, you'd have the older kids almost be parents to the younger kids. It was expected, and I'm glad that dynamic has changed somewhat in recent times, because you literally have all the younger kids that they were parenting from they were 8 and 9 and 10, So I'm glad that dynamic has definitely been
I
somewhat
think people are becoming more aware, which is all you can ask. So I
That's
hope
all you can
that
ask.
his parents, maybe in the moment, they were in their feelings, but I hope they can reflect and make changes to implement to better their dynamic.
Yeah, but that's not an asshole situation. That's just unfortunate
Fortunate.
life.
Everybody's
Parents
trying to
trying to be the
balance
best they can. And.
So we are now entering our positive notes segment where we ask each other a question about us, our relationship, something we haven't asked each other before. So my first question is, what is something you feel that we do well together?
Something that we do well together is I think we can definitely have great discussions about most things. Um, I think you respect my view, and I definitely respect your view. You're very detailed about your thinking. You'll show how you arrive at your thought process, and I think we can talk about just about anything, whether it be relationships, whether it be even sex. You know how young people. I'm curious. So like how do young people deal with A, B, and C? You know, um, you of course know how older people do. In a lot of things, and you'll critique it, and I will tell you this is why we got to this. This is why we thought so or think so, and I think that we can really have very good, productive. Discussions about most things. And even though we come from two very different generations, and probably life experience too. So I think
very.
So
where you were at 25 is nowhere near where I am at 25.
No, exactly. And it's different. But I think because the respect factor that we have for each other experience and how we have arrived to where we're both at today makes it easy, you know. Um, and it can be very interesting, and the simplest question or query can become an hours of discussion, literally. And this is valuable because I learn a lot from your experience, and I think that you have learned a lot from mine. And I think with the two experiences and the 2 points of view, I think it serves us both very well.
I think we do well something a bit more tangible. I do agree with you though. I feel like we do outings well. Yeah, explain that. Like, like if we do a road trip, I feel like it's done well. Yeah, we know our roles. We know what we're here for.
I know she don't like to drive. Yes. I like to drive.
Yeah, but I will pay for food, gas, and everything. I just don't want to be on the wheel.
But then we have great discussions in those road trips too. Yes. So it comes back to the same thing.
But like, there's just never a hiccup if we've done a road trip, plane trip, any type of thing. There's never an issue. Yeah, like we think we're different, but we think similarly enough about things, so we already are like locked in on certain things and how to operate, especially sometimes with outings can be stressful in general. So you need somebody who is there that's like, okay, we're on the same line. And that's how we are about most things.
She knows what I like. I know what she likes. Yeah. So we definitely operate. Yeah.
But I think it makes it fun because usually the outing is fun. Mm-hmm. So when we do that well, it's just like a great core memory.
It is. It usually is.
And we're always down to do it because we know like it's gonna be handled. It's gonna go well. It's gonna be somewhat planned out or not. Like it's just gonna.
She's a planner, so yeah.
Yeah, but it's just gonna flow. Like it's not gonna be issues and this is that and it's like it's just gonna be a good time.
Well,
no matter what it is.
I'm kind of easy to travel with. I mean, let's keep it real.
It's not about that. Sometimes certain things just don't mesh.
I go with the flow easily, and we know each other, of course, very well.
You go with the flow, but you're not tight D. You're type C of a personality.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're able to go with the flow, but you also know, like, we do have to have a plan. Like, we cannot.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, we definitely are planners to some
Yeah.
extent. Yes, definitely.
So it just makes it easier. Like, it's
Yes.
just,
But we hang out well together, I would
yeah.
say. You
Like, if we're
know,
gonna do something, I'm never worried about, like, how's my mom gonna be? It's more so like, well, maybe this external factor might be something, but never like between us.
no. We hang out really well together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
take her
that's
to do
very
all
true.
my side quests. All of
Like,
them.
and she knows I'm game for a lot of
Yeah,
things.
no,
I'm curious.
No,
but
that is
yeah,
she
I'm
will
game.
go along with all of them, which is why I do them. She done been to concerts, horseback riding, country, like yeah, just things that I don't want to do myself. And it's just easy to plan it with my mom, and obviously I enjoy her time, so it just goes really well. And I love to make memories. I'm a very sentimental and nostalgic type of person,
Sure is.
so I love to do that. And you know, parents aren't here forever, so I'm
Mm-mm.
very conscious of that fact as well.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely am game, you know, and with her, I can even more game because she's a planner, so I know if she says we're doing this, she has checked it out, she has this, she knows where we're going, she knows what it costs, she knows what we need to wear, so I know, okay, she thought this out, so I can just go along with it. So there's that part, which, you know, makes it easy for me to go with the flow. So yeah, you know, she's probably the person I trust most in the world, believe it or not. So that's for sure.
I think I'm a trustworthy person.
Yeah, she is.
In general.
Mm-hmm. You are. Very ethical.
Yeah.
Very ethical. She not skirting no corners.
I
She's doing the right thing. And yeah.
I don't like complications. I'm very type A, very
Yes.
anal.
Yes.
So things that can make complications arise already annoy me when they're not my fault. So when they really are my fault,
yeah,
I don't have time for that. But I love that about my personality because anybody that knows me, anybody could come to them with anything, and it doesn't matter. All of my friends and family can vouch on Melissa did not do that. I don't care what you go show me. I don't care what you're saying. She did not do X, Y, Z because I'm literally the same.
And if she did, she'll tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the same at all times. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I can definitely vouch for. You know, me, I would skirt a little bit sundown, but no, not my thing here. No. Oh God! But yeah, we travel out together. We do random stuff together, concerts, whatever, whether it be country music, whatever. We've been to Nashville and kind of thing, and we just do it, and it's seamless. It's fine. It's fun. We work it out. Yeah.
So that about wraps us up. I am hoping you guys are tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the content as much as we are enjoying making it.
It's our second one. Yes. And we really, want to get it better and better every week. And, that you'll be more comfortable and we'll be more comfortable with you all and you'll be more comfortable with us. Ask us anything. We're game.
And it's not like we need more reasons to hang out or see one another, but it is nice to have a scheduled time. And like, I know I'm going to see her. I usually see her every week anyway, but to just know like we're going to do this and we're probably going to talk about things that we would talk about anyway.
Right.
So it's not anything that's hard to do. So we are enjoying doing it. We hope you guys are enjoying watching it. If you want to see us talk about anything, have any questions about anything, advice on anything, not that we are.
Or you want more details?
Not that we are professionals in any realm of advice, but if you're happening to be struggling with a certain dynamic, maybe we can give you some insight.
Yeah.
We hope that you guys tune in every week, not just this week, but you can expect an episode every week, every Monday. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube. Please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We are Two Sides, One Love Pod on all social media. And You can also listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you all for watching. We hope you all enjoyed it, and we hope you tune back in next week.
Thanks again. Bye, y'all.